Alright guys, this one's looking to be a fun matchup here. It's a pretty powerful Pokemon actually. Very powerful Pokemon. We'll see how this goes. Oh, I already selected that. Let me kind of go back here. Oops. That's my team. Sorry, I clicked the wrong item. Are my legendaries perfect? No, they're not perfect, but they're decent. They're decent enough for me to use them. So, Infected, it's based on first come, first serve. So, alright guys, here we go. Let's do it. Earl, I was EV training this morning. I got a shiny Drowsy and 2 allies. Oh, man. There you go, dude. That's very hype. Congratulations on your Drowsy, man. This guy's got like a dragon team going on here. Look at this. Very powerful dragon team. He's got a Garchomp, Milotic, Gigalith, Flygon, P2, and Goodra. So some pretty powerful Pokemon there. I'm not quite sure what our best bet is to deal with this team and how we should go about dealing with it, but I'm going to kind of stick with what I know and what I think is the most, comfortable lead for us. So we're going to start it off here. He's got a little bit of sand going on. Yeah, no sand rush, just some sand support, I suppose. $10 says I miss. I don't know who I'm giving the $10 to, but I'm totally going to miss against that Garchomp in the sand. Foxy says, fill up that cup for charity. Thank you so much, man. Shout out to me, Foxy, coming through. 100 bits. Thank you, man. Thank you guys, of course. How are my Tapus level 60? Well, they're 50 in battle, but you catch them at level 60. Ravens, 100 bits coming in from Ravens. Thank you so much, man, for the 100 bits, dude. I do appreciate the love there. So here's a Gigalith versus our Venomax, and I am very well aware that he could go for a ground type move here. But to me, I feel like the value of getting him my Toxic Spikes is very, very high right now, especially considering the fact that he does have quite a few Pokemon that are affected by it. The Garchomp, the Milotic, the Gigalith, the Goodra, and the Porygon-Z. So I'm going to get that first layer of T-Spikes up, and he is going to simply go for an Earthquake. Now, I feel confident that I can live an Earthquake here. It's going to do a lot, though, don't get me wrong. But we are going to live it, and we're actually going to live it with above half. Now, after Sandstorm, that's going to make it very, very close. In fact, that is going to make it a 2-hit KO after the Sandstorm there. So we do have to be very careful here. So there's a few things that we might have to kind of deal with. So I'm going to make an interesting play here. Thank you, Ravens, for the 100 bits, man. Thank you, Olin, for the follow, guys. I do appreciate that. Yeah, all the levels are set to 50 in these battles, guys, so keep that in mind. So he's going to go for the Stealth Rocks there. Very interesting play. Not surprised to see the Stealth Rocks. He makes the prediction that I'm going to switch out here. So that makes total sense to me. So we know this. We know he has 3 moves, right? We know he has Stealth Rock, likely Stone Edge, likely Earthquake. Well, we know Earthquake. And the 4th move is the question mark here. Does he have Heavy Slam, or does he have a different move? That is the question. And we don't know the answer to that question right now, making this a very tough prediction for us to make. So I don't know if he has Heavy Slam or not, if I'm being totally honest. And there's not really an easy way for me to find that out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go and let's think about this play here. The Heavy Slam is a possibility. Again, I don't know whether he has it or not. And I'm trying to evaluate on my team what is the most important Pokemon on my team at this point in time. So I'm going to see if he does have that Heavy Slam or not. It looks like he already made his move. Explosion could be a move, but we know it's not a sturdy set. So there's a couple different options here. Will he show the Heavy Slam or not? That's going to be the question. If not, he'll probably Stone Edge. But there's the Stone Edge. He is going to connect it. So no Heavy Slam. Stone Edge is the best thing he can hit us with. We're going to take some damage there from the Sandstorm. That's a bit of a bummer there that we take all that damage. And, now I got to deal with this Gigalith. And unfortunately, as much as I want to, as much as I want to try to beat this Gigalith one-on-one with something else and save my Venomax, I don't think that, I think my best play here is actually just to get as much damage off on the Gigalith as I can. I know he's going to knock me out, but thank you, Fightis, as I got my shiny female Pangoro at only 22 encounters. There you go, man. We're going to get a crit burn there on the Gigalith, and that's going to be huge for us. It's going to Earthquake and knock us out, but thank you, Fightis. Congrats on your Pangoro, dude. That's very good, man. Only 22 is nice. Stone Edge doesn't make physical contact, so there's no Rocky Helmet. I know, awesome, dude. It doesn't work that way. What's up, Fizzy Jack? What's up, Speedy Reaper? How's it going, guys? Bartholomew says, just notice the 4 decent IV members are under 50, so BRB. You don't actually have to level them up, Bartholomew. It automatically sets them to level 50 in battle. So you're good, dude. So now I gotta figure out how I want to go about beating this Gigalith. I know I have some Pokemon that are going to be faster than it, which is nice. But I have to decide how I want to go about knocking this thing out and what is my best way to do that. So I really want to put on some offensive pressure, but I want to minimize my switch-ins with other Pokemon here. And since that Sandstorm is still up, this thing is very, very powerful still. So I do have to be very careful there. But this could be an opportunity for me to really put in some work against him. So it's just a matter of how I want to handle this Stone Edge, because the Stone Edge is going to really hurt. But he is burned. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to take this opportunity here to go into my Porygon-Z. Thank you, Bartholomew, again for the $10 tip. Blur the Unseen is going to sub it up, guys. Get some hype in the chat, guys, for Blur coming through with the subscription. Welcome to the aDrive Army, Blur. Thank you for subbing to that, man. I really do appreciate you supporting the stream and the dream. Thank you, man. Gotta show some love, guys. The A-Lee says, happy holidays, Dan. Have a fantastic Christmas, and I'm looking forward to all the content in the new year. Love the update video you put out. All the best, Tom. Guys, turn up for that, guys. A $50 tip. What's up, Matt? How's it going, dude? A $50 tip coming in right there, guys. Very, very amazing. Thank you so much for that, A-Lee. I really do appreciate that. That was so nice of you. Seriously, thank you for the $50 tip. Wow. That's a lot of love. So here comes the Garchomp. And I am going to say that I took this opportunity to try to set up in front of my opponent here because his Gigalith was burned, so the amount of damage that the Gigalith was going to do to me with an offensive attack was going to be minimized because Gigalith, when you're burned, your physical attack stat actually gets cut in half unless you get a critical hit. So I'm going to go for the Z conversion here, which is going to be very, very cool. If you guys don't know, and I said this earlier, Z conversion changes your type to whatever the first move in your attack slot is. So in this case, I'm running Shadow Ball as my first move. So it turns me into a ghost type. And not only that, but it actually makes all of our stats go up by one stage. You can't see my bottom screen, but all of our stats go up by one stage as a result of that, making us incredibly powerful. And not only that, but we do have, he's actually going to Mega Evolve here. That may allow him to live a hit, but this is going to do a tremendous amount of damage to him regardless. If this may knock him out. So because our ability is adaptability, we get double stab. We actually get 2 times the stab on our Shadow Ball. And look how much that does. He actually is going to live it on such a slim amount of health. Drop a Draco Meteor here. We may live this though, guys, because we are +1 special defense. So I'm thinking we may live this. And we are going to eat that up. And you're going to see this Garchomp go down to the Toxic. So let's give a kill there to Porygon-Z for putting in all that work against this Garchomp. But this thing is very powerful because the adaptability doubles the stab. So instead of that Shadow Ball being 1.5 times, it's 2 times the damage. And it also, don't forget, I also have that +1 boost on every stat. So we are very, very powerful right now. It does make you lose your normal stab on the Tri-Attack. Yes, you become a Ghost type Pokemon. So now I'm Ghost type instead of being normal type. But if you switch out, it changes, I believe. So he's going to get an attack raise on the download there. And because this thing is poison, that's going to really help us out here. I'm going to go for the Tri-Attack because I obviously can't Shadow Ball. Skybase 500 bits says, hello everyone. Thank you, Skybase, for the love. How you doing today? And you're going to see this is not going to do too much. He's going to go for the Shadow Ball here. He actually carries the Shadow Ball on his own. And that will actually potentially knock us out, and it does. So we lose our potential sweep there with Porygon. I kind of pulled the trigger a little early there. But we did get rid of the Garchomp, which is a huge threat. So, and we poisoned the Porygon. So we have some stuff going for us right now. So now I got to figure out what I want to do to beat this Porygon. And again, he does have Stealth Rocks up. So as a result of that, I do have to be quite careful on how I want to go about this. He does have that Flygon as well, so we have to be kind of cautious of that thing coming in. And he's got the Milotic too, so he's got a number of different Pokemon that could potentially come in against us. Thank you again, Skybase, man, for the bit hype. That was really nice of you. Thank you, dude. What's up, Ange? How's it going, man? Welcome to the stream, guys. Thank you again, A-Lee, for the so much love there. I really do appreciate that. So we take a lot of damage from Stealth Rocks. He's actually got the Thunderbolt on his Porygon as well, so this thing is carrying a lot of coverage moves. That's going to do a tremendous amount. Does not get the Para. We are going to get the Liquidation off, and this will definitely knock this thing out after Poison. And it does. It looks like he was more offensively kind of base Porygon there, like a tanky set. What's up, Yarkaz? Welcome, man. How are we doing today? I like Timid Zombie. So here comes the Flygon here. And this is an opportunity for him to try to set up in front of us and go for a Dragon Dance. So I'm going to kind of be ready for that. He's actually going to go just for a Stone Edge here, and that will knock us out. It's kind of a bummer there that we aren't going to live that. Thank you, Ganon and Anders, guys, for the love. How are we doing today? So now I'm going to figure out how I want to go about trying to beat this Flygon. We know he has Stone Edge, but we don't really know his other sets, his other moves. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to go into Sabrina here. Pokemario says, saving the sub train. So close, man. Thank you so much, man. Thank you, Pokemon. I'll check it out later. Thank you so much, Pokemario, for the 6 months of love. Turn up for that, guys. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you, Pokemario. So now I gotta figure out what my best play is. He's got his Flygon. He still has his Gigalith, which is burned. He's got a Goodra, and he's got a Milotic as well. So that's really the team that he has left. None of those Pokemon are interested in taking a Moonblast, so I'm gonna go out on a limb here and think our Moonblast may knock this thing out. He's obviously an offensive variant if he has Stone Edge. And it does knock him out. So we are gonna get rid of the Flygon there with a nice little Moonblast. Now I'm fully expecting that Milotic to come out to try to take some hits from our Tapu Lele. He could potentially go into Gigalith, but I don't think Gigalith is living. Adam in Nature, Jesus. I don't think he's going to live that. Or Jesus. Probably Jesus, right? Yeah, I don't think he's going to live with the Milotic. So here comes the Milotic. And this thing is pretty tough because it's so incredibly bulky. He's going to get that poison, though, which is going to help us out. It's going to do 12% per turn. And now I have to decide how I want to go about trying to take on this Milotic. I really want to show some love to Trip here. And Milotic isn't really a huge threat to set up, and neither is Goodra. And Gigalith is burned. So we do have a little bit of room here to go into Trip. Yes, you can, Angathon, but Regenerator is much better, Anga. So we're going to go into Trip here just because I want to get Trip some love. Here comes a Scald. We're going to eat that, though, no problem. He does have a chance to burn us, of course, 30%, which we always get burned. We do get burned, of course. Of course we get burned. That's fine, though. So Trip is in here, and again, I know he has a Gigalith, he has a Milotic, and he has a Goodra left. Now, that Goodra could have Sap Sipper. We don't know. We don't know about the Goodra yet. It could have Sap Sipper, making him immune to our Grass-type moves. So because I don't know that yet, I'm going to make a safe play here, and I'm actually going to go for the Moonblast. And he's actually going to stay in and just go for the Ice Beam, so he is carrying that. Now we can take that pretty well, so we're going to live that no problem. We are going to fire off a Moonblast here, and if we get a special attack drop, that could be really nice. That'll help us live another Ice Beam, and we do get the special attack drop, which is very, very cool. So yeah, and guys, any of the Pokemon that I'm using in battles, most of them are updated on my database. So you can type !database in the chat and check them out. Thank you, Small Sins and YMCA. Thank you, guys. And again, this Milotic is not able to really take us on now. Well, it still can, but he got a special attack drop, so that'll allow us to take the hits a little bit better. And of course, he does have the ability to recover up on us. So we're kind of in a spot here where he might just Ice Beam. And he is just going to go for the Ice Beam here. And we should be able to live on a very tiny sliver of health, and we do. Very nice. And we're going to fire off a Leech Seed, and actually connected this time, which is nice. So we're going to get some residual healing back. And he gets his lefties, but he's going to be taking Leech Seed and Poison now every single turn, which is cool. What made me want to use Shiinotic? It's not the greatest Pokemon by any means, but it looks cool, and it'll be fun. So, I don't know. I'm not, like I said, these battles are more for fun than anything. Like, I don't care if we win or lose. It doesn't really matter to me. Just trying to have a good time, get an opportunity to battle against you guys, and hopefully teach you something. And hopefully I learned some stuff too, because I'm trying to learn the format myself. So we're kind of in range now after that Leech Seed where we actually may live a hit. So I'm going to try something very cool here. I haven't actually used this move yet before. I don't even know what the animation looks like. He's going to probably Ice Beam here or recover. He does Ice Beam. I went for the Strength Sap here, which Strength Sap is a move that actually gives us healing based on whatever his attack stat is. So if his attack stat is like 50, we'll get 50 HP. And it also lowers his attack while we do it too, which is kind of cool. So we go from that. Look how much health we just got back, guys. That's very cool. So we actually gained about half our health back with the Strength Sap. Now, obviously, using it again isn't going to be as effective because he has lowered attack stat now. But using it once is really cool, and it can kind of help you stop physical attackers a little bit better. And that's a unique move. I think only Shiinotic learns the move Strength Sap, making it kind of a cool Pokemon for that reason. And I'm running a especially defensive Shiinotic with Strength Sap, so I can lower their physical attack too. Kind of cool. What format I'm playing? This is just 6-on-6 singles with no Ultra Beasts and a couple other bands, but pretty much the gist there. So now his Milotic is in a situation where we pretty much just destroy it if really anything happens here. So I really wanted to use Shiinotic here and try to show off its power, and it did kind of put in the work there as long as we don't get crit, and we don't. So that's pretty cool, man. You saw Shiinotic. Obviously, Shiinotic should be able to 1v1 a Milotic, but we did, and they rhyme. They rhyme. And that's going to knock him out. So give that kill to Shiinotic, guys. Trip coming through. Tripping it out. Not too shabby, man. Not too shabby. No, Mega Greninja, just use Thief on it, and you'll steal its Thick Club if it has one. VGC starts next week, Norco, for our streams. Am I going to Shiny Hunt later? Yep, we will be switching to Shiny Hunting here, guys, in a little bit. I'll probably take a few more matches, then switch to Shiny Hunting. Here comes that Gigalith. And Gigalith is going to activate that Sand, boosting its special defense. But it is burned, and that's going to reduce his attack stat. Since the kind of the end of the battle is in sight, I normally would Leech Seed here, but I'm simply just going to Moonblast. Strength Sap would have been a good play too, but let's go for the Moonblast here, get as much damage as we can. He's going to go for the Stone Edge and does connect. If he crits us, that's probably going to kill us, but he does not crit us, which is very nice. No, Shiny Hunting, guys, is going to be in a little bit, guys. Probably like another hour or so we're going to Shiny Hunt. So thank you, Small Sins, for the follow. If any of you guys are new to the stream, by the way, definitely hit that follow button if you haven't done so yet, guys. Following is always free, and I stream pretty much every single day. 4P says, I love watching you battle because I don't know how for the life of me. And I learn so much from you. Happy holidays, and say hi to Lily. You got it, man. Thank you, 4-piece for the love, dude. I do appreciate that, man. So check this out. I'm gonna go for strength sap here to get some health back. And you're gonna see we'll probably get a lot of health back. I don't know if burn factors in, but we're gonna get the attack drop. Let's see how much health we actually get back here. Wow, look at that, guys. We just went from being at red health, and he crits us, of course. So that's gonna crit through the burn, but we went from being, that's how cool this is. It went from being at like red health to going all the way up to full because of how strong Gigalith is. So what's up, King of Baraka and PKRW? How's it going, guys? What's up, Swagger? What's up, Lettuce? Pogi Panda, how's it going? So that was pretty cool, guys. Showing off kind of Shiinotic's power here. So we will be able to pick up this kill here with a Moon Blast, and that's going to be that for Gigalith. We are faster. So add that kill for Shiinotic. Put in the work, man. Getting 2 kills right here. And the last Pokemon we need to deal with is, I believe, Goodra. I think Goodra's his last Pokemon, if I'm not mistaken. It's very likely that Goodra has Sludge Bomb, which could be problematic for us. So, what's up, Derpy? What's up, Zvi, Zach? How's it going? Ginger Ranger and Phoenix. How's it going, guys? But Trip putting in the work. What's up, Chiller Duck? How you doing, man? Po Buddy, unfortunately not, man. I do want to do some Shiny Ante today. My wife got home from work early, guys, and she wants to join us on stream. So, am I streaming tomorrow, guys? I have no idea. I'm sorry. I do not have an answer as to whether or not we're streaming tomorrow. So, I'm going to just let this Goodra knock me out. He's going to be faster anyway. So, thank you, Mario. Says, watching these battles is somehow calming. Well, that's good. That's good to know. Thank you for the love, man. So, he's definitely going to knock us out. He may have Sludge Bomb or something. He's going to go for the Muddy Water. I might actually live this, guys. Not after Burn and after Sandstorm, but I might live the first one. Oh, we're going to eat that, dude. That is not going to do too much to us. We're going to get a Moon Blast off here. And this poor Goodra, man, it is not holding up too well. And we get a special attack drop there. Poor Goodra, man. I feel bad for it. I do feel bad for this Goodra. Kind of. Shouldn't have went for Muddy Water, though. Not quite the best play there. Thank you, Mecha, OP Bow, David, CH Cotton. How's it going? Although he may not have another option. He may have Grass, Dragon. He may have Power Whip, Dragon coverage, like Draco, Dragon Pulse. He may not have another option. Robbie, been enjoying the Discord and loving the community. Thanks for being so positive for newer and older players. Yo, thank you, man. Shouts to Robbie, guys. 2 months of love for Robbie, guys. Get some hype in the chat for that. Thank you, Robbie, for the 2 months, man. I'm going to laugh so hard if we live this, guys. We might live this Muddy Water. We might live this Muddy Water. I think we're going to live it. Oh, it's a crit. It was a crit. It was a crit. We would have lived. We would have lived. I would have had the Shiinotic sweep if we lived that. Oh, poor little dude. So close, man. So close, guys. So close. We would have lived that, guys. We would have lived that. Well, I'm going to give the kill here to Sabrina because Sabrina's just so powerful. Sabrina's just so powerful. We're going to give this final kill to Sabrina here. And we're going to take some Stealth Rocks damage, which is fine. And all I got to do is click Moonblast here, and that'll be that. So let's do that. Let's click Moonblast, call it a day. Even a Roselli Berry would not help this thing out. So do me a favor, guys. Drop those GGs in the chat. Show some love to our opponent there. Not too shabby at all. Thank you so much for the battle there. That was against Dalton Chocolata. Thank you for the match. Thank you so much for the match. So